what is white lighting? White lighting is a technique used by many, many people. Now remember, we are energy. A lot of times when we're feeling uncomfortable, we will say, oh, well, that person drained me, or I just feel so unsettled in this area. And a lot of times we've never thought about why this is. We are surrounded by our ethereal bodies. Now, this is universal energy. No one can actually take that energy, and everybody has the same amount of energy. Remember, we're all equal. We are all the same. So therefore, when we walk into an area and we try and pull our energy in to try and keep other people from getting close to us, it's actually extremely exhausting. So it's not the other people who are tiring or who are taking. It's us trying to hold ourselves so tight that when we finally leave and go, we feel exhausted. So you might want to try something different. You might want to look at this in a different way. We have access to universal energy at all times. We are all complete with the ability to channel energy. This means we are welcome to puff out our own energy, and that's what white lighting is. If you think about what you believe in, whether it's God, the universe, whatever terminology works for you, there is an endless supply of unconditionally loving energy there waiting for you to use. This is what prayer enhances. Prayer enhances that energy. So imagine yourself in a nice white ball or a white bubble. And imagine that energy puffing out, that white puffing out all around you. And what it does is it increases your personal energy. It creates a field around you of unconditional love. It takes away any feelings of aggression or fear. And what it does is other people around you will feel the energy now that you have around you. It brings a certain form of respect from other people because you begin to look very self-confident. When we hold our energy in, it gives people permission to walk right up to us because we don't have any field put out saying, this is mine. When we puff out our energy even more, using the universal white light and energy, people keep a healthy distance from us, not out of fear, but out of respect. And also, for some reason, they will really like you. They'll feel calm around you. I find this technique really useful for when you're going into your work area or into a meeting or into a party where you don't know anyone, or a family gathering. I did a lecture not too long ago, and the imagery I used was being like a pufferfish. Imagine yourself puffing out like a pufferfish and just floating along. Use whatever imagery you need to allow yourself to feel the white light flow through you and all around you. White lighting can also be used in your home. When you're feeling that there's something in your home you don't like, or after a lot of sickness, or maybe anger and fighting, you can simply imagine the white light flooding your whole entire house, creating a beautiful ball of energy. It gives the home a peaceful feeling, and it doesn't have to be a drawn-out process. It can simply be you standing in the center of your home, imagining a beautiful white bubble surrounding your house and all of this beautiful energy flowing through it. It is that simple. Because we are already clear channels, we are able to channel energy for ourselves and others. This is where the theory of hands-on healing came. We often have thought that it's only for the elite few to be able to do this, but it's not true. While you're listening to this show, take your hands and place the palms about 2 inches apart and begin to bounce them. Don't touch them, just bounce them. You'll begin to feel kind of a resistance, almost like magnets of the same polarity pushing away from each other. Now that's the energy that you are emitting from yourself. You have the ability to channel energy for yourself or for others. bounce this ball and begin to feel the ball between your palms. Then take your hands and hold them about 2 inches above anywhere in your body where you're feeling uncomfortable. And just open your mind and allow the energy of the universe to flow through you. Remember, this is the universal energy that's coming to us. Whenever we're working on others, whether you're a massage or whether you work with the healing energy on other people, you must remember not to get involved. Other people are not broken. They are going through an experience they need to go through at this time. And that goes for you too. You are not broken. You're going through an experience you need to at this time, whether it's illness or emotional. It's important for your life and the experience that you're having right now. So simply allow that energy to flow to where it needs to be, just to enhance you in any way that you need, to give you balance in any way that is meant to be there right now. When we look at trying to heal another person, we're already seeing that they're broken. We're already saying that the universe isn't perfect and doing exactly what it needs to do at that time. This is not true. The universe is perfect in doing exactly what it needs to do, and that person is experiencing exactly what they need to be experiencing. Yes, at times we do feel victimized, but we're not victims. We are going through what we need to. And sometimes we need the help of others to aid us through this. So practice with your hands on yourself. Practice feeling that energy flow through. If you want to try on friends or even pets, pets love this. Simply hold your hands above the pet. Open the top of your head, so to speak. Just feel it open up to what you believe in. And imagine pure white light coming down through into your heart and down into your hands. Sometimes your hands will feel warm, and sometimes they'll feel tingly. But you'll feel your pet relax beneath your hands. And just allow your hands to flow wherever they need to go. This is called energy transference. And trust me, we can't give energy to people who don't want it. Again, that's looking at them like they're not capable to do it on their own. That's a sense of disempowerment. You always want to have the thought of empowerment. So when you're working with people or animals, look at them as they already are where they need to be. And they don't really need you to channel energy for them. But you will be there as their conduit if they so desire it. We can achieve anything we want to energetically simply on our own. But sometimes it's nice to have other people do it for us. But that's got to be knowledgeable. If you are looking at yourself like you're broken or imbalanced, you are also disempowering yourself. That's why the word healing is a very slippery, slidey slope, because it brings a sense of mental truth to the fact that I am broken, that I'm not capable. You are capable. Regardless of what your body is doing at this time, it's exactly where it needs to be. You can aid yourself in bringing calmness by working with that universal energy and bringing it into you. So if you are a healer, so to speak, and working with clients, shift the mindset into knowing your client is already perfect, whole, and complete, and therefore you can enhance the state that they already wish to enhance. You can stand by them as a show of support, a sense of empowerment, by allowing them to see that they are where they need to be right now, and it will be exactly what it's meant to. Not more, not less, and they can handle it. It's a very important mindset to have. We don't want to go through this world disempowering other people or forgetting that we are all equal. A lot of us feel that we need to block other people sometimes. And that is okay, but please remember what I said about simply puffing out and allowing people just to pass through and not feeling that you need to fight. If you feel that you need to block someone's energy, the one thing that you need to remember to say to yourself in thought is, I am safe. If you feel very threatened then please wear black. But then remember to puff out your energy so that you are able to allow things to pass through you and not feel that you have to fight to be in your world. When you are working with a friend, if you want to try channeling energy and energy transference, if you run one hand over their body about 2 inches above, usually the right hand, you will feel temperature change. You will feel sometimes pins and needles. And just make note of these areas. Again, not to fix, but just to be aware. Then when you go back and focus, bring up your left hand as well and put the hands wherever they will go. Remember, the other person doesn't really need you, so this becomes a universal thing. You are now working as a channel. Therefore, allow your hands to flow where they are going to flow. Yes, different techniques such as Reiki and things like that have specific ways of doing this, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we are all born to be channels simply because we're human. Allow your hands to flow where they need to be. Hold them there for as long as they need to. When you are done and you feel that you've transferred the energy that needs to be, then flick your hands. And that's thought just to release the energy and to keep your energy flowing. You don't want to try and take anybody else's problems on for yourself, because some people might see them as problems, and they're allowed to. But you don't want to take on that thought for yourself. You don't want to decide that that person is what they believe. You want to continue the belief that they are exactly where they need to be and they are capable, because that thought affects universal consciousness, and it's important. Same goes for distance healing. You're more than welcome to send a thought of strength or prayer to anybody. But please never do it thinking that they aren't able to do it for themselves. Distance healing is a great practice, and a lot of people believe in it. And there is absolutely no reason why you can't either if that's what you feel is right for you. But always do it in the thought that the universe is exactly where it needs to be, doing exactly what it needs to be doing. And you are simply doing it more for yourself than the other person. I know that might sound kind of harsh, but at the same time, they are already exactly where they need to be. We'll continue this conversation in a couple minutes.